Story Grows, I'm Brian Patton. Today we welcome Evergrey keyboardist Rikard Zander to the podcast. The new Evergrey record, Architects of a New Weave, is out today on Napalm Records. Rikard talks about playing piano and getting into metal, joining Evergrey, how the band is able to bounce between metal genres and connect with fans, the general theme of the new album, and more. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of As the Story Grows. If you're brand new to the podcast, welcome. I would love it if you subscribed to the podcast on your platform of choice. You can find links in our show notes or at asthestorygrows.com for our mailing list, our Patreon page, and our Discord server. Enjoy today's conversation with Rikard Zander from Evergrey. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for being here.
Great. No problem.
Yeah. Are you currently in Gothenburg or?
Yeah, I'm in Gothenburg. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where you grew up?
No, not me actually. I've been living here for a while, but I grew up outside Stockholm. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it joining the band that brought you to Gothenburg?
Actually, not. I lived here for like 3 years before they popped the question.
Nice. That's funny.
Yeah.
What was growing up like for you?
I don't know. It was like a middle class Swedish upbringing. Quite a lot of music. I started to play piano when I was really young. So, and then I played with bands during my teens. And from that, I've been playing more or less full time. So yeah.
Nice. It is one of the universal truths I've learned in doing this podcast is like so many people, no matter where you're from, you start learning to play piano at a young age.
Yeah, maybe I mean, we had a piano at home, so that was really the first instrument that I tried, and then my brother started to play drums, and I kept on doing the piano. So
nice.
Yeah.
As you discover metal or other genres of music, was there ever a pull to like try to play guitar, or do something different, or were you always just like piano and then into keyboards and?
I mean, I was always into metal and metal. I mean, not necessarily metal with keyboards.
Okay.
I was more guitar oriented, but I never really had the patience to learn. I thought about it a few times that it would be a good combination to know both,
Yeah.
But I never got really to it, so no, I can't play guitar, unfortunately.
It's all good. That's
Yeah.
What gets you into like metal? When do you discover heavy music?
Well, I would say my brother, actually. He's 1 year older, and he started with Kiss when at a very young age. And then, I mean, after that, we started to discover the 80s British metal bands, mostly like Maiden, Priest, and then German bands, except Scorpions. So kind of that era.
Yeah.
When I started to listening to the harder music.
Yeah, I've talked to a bunch of bands from Sweden, and kind of there's a range of answers, but like, how much does the like kind of Gothenburg sound, like the Swedish death metal scene, permeate like the music culture there?
Yeah, pretty much. I guess. I mean, it's all of those guys. They grew up with the like classic heavy metal bands, and then they wanted to add something when the harder music came, like speed and thrash metal and stuff like that. They I guess they wanted to combine the two, like the melodic riffs and the more harder vocals. So it kind of became a new sound in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's always fascinating when you create a new sound. I mean, like in the States, you have the Seattle scene, in stuff like that. It makes a difference and usually it starts in like one city, and a lot of bands do it, and it get famous outside. So it's a well-known scene in Sweden as well, definitely.
Yeah. I know from talking to other bands, if you're a power metal band in Sweden, it can be hard to get gigs or find fans because, that's just not the genre venues might be booking. For a band like Evergrey, that's more progressive than just power metal. Has it been kind of difficult building a fan base and finding your place in that scene, or has it been you can kind of be a chameleon and play with the death metal stuff or the power metal stuff?
Yeah, actually, that's been kind of, I think that's been good for us because we toured with bands like Arch Enemy and Hate Eternal and also with bands like Pain of Salvation and Dream Theater, so, and I think they can kind of enjoy Evergrey because Evergrey has this, from the beginning, it was like a mix between D-Side and Pink Floyd, so we have that really death metal background as well, together with the progressive side. So I think a lot of different people that like different kinds of metal can really enjoy Evergrey.
Yeah. You joined Evergrey in 2002. How'd you get connected with the band and end up being the keyboardist?
Well, like I said, I moved to Gothenburg before I joined Evergrey. And then I had this friend from where I came from, and he knew that I moved to Gothenburg, and he called me one day and said, "Hey, I know this band Evergrey, and they're looking for a keyboard player. Is it okay if I give them your phone number?" Yeah. And I didn't play with anyone at that time, so yeah, sure, sounds great. And I never heard Evergrey actually, so so that was. And then I spoke to Tom, and he told me a little about what was happening, and I felt like I really hope they are good, So, I mean, it was good. They did like tours and stuff like that, and I mean, I probably would say yes anyway, but I really hope that they actually liked them, and I did. So it was great.
Because you've been in the band so long and technology has changed so much, have you moved from like physical keyboards into more stuff that's on the computer and software synths?
Yeah, I have, because it's convenient. It's good, especially when you do fly gigs. Yeah, it's really convenient. I mean, you can rent like a MIDI keyboard wherever you're playing, and then you can just bring your laptop. So I mean, it's not idyllic because it seemed to be kind of fucks up, easily. It's better to have the real thing, but it's convenient, so I use it. Yeah, I do. I mean, I use the real stuff as well especially when I record, but it's hard to bring like the old heavy stuff, on the road.
Right. And you can have, a whole universe of every sound ever created at your fingertips on the keyboard, and like you're as opposed to 1,000 different.
Exactly. It's hard to resist. So
yeah. In 2001, you guys signed with Napalm Records. It kind of seems like an obvious match, but what led you guys to Napalm?
I don't really remember, but we met Thomas, who was the main guy for Napalm. We met him we actually toured with him in his band Visions of Atlantis.
Yeah.
And it was kind of after that, I think we hooked up together to do it. So
Nice.
Yeah.
This brand new album's called Architects of a New Weave. With each record, when you start the writing process, are there things you want to try differently or expand on the sound, or is it just what's the evolution of Evergrey?
It has to be enjoyable for ourselves, so we try to find always try to find different ways of creating music. But I mean, at the same time, it's Evergrey. We have had some few lineup changes, but or members in the band, but I mean, we have our sound in a way, so it's we don't go that far from that. People will feel familiar, Yeah.
Architects of a New Weave's third song on the record. What led to that as the title of this album?
The title, well, I didn't come up with it, so I'm not really the person. Yeah, the person to answer that. But I believe it's like being the architects of your own life in a way. I think that's the big meaning of it.
Yeah. Who did the album artwork for you guys?
It's Matthias Norén. He's called. He's done a bunch of Evergrey albums in back in the years. So he's a very, very talented guy. So we've been using him a lot.
You guys are going on tour. You're coming over to the United States this fall with Hammerfall. As the band, as people, we get older, right? Like, I mean, you've been in the band for over 20 years now, which is, I mean, probably crazy to you. Time is wild. How has the touring landscape changed, and is it still exciting to get out there on the road, or is it just like more work than it used to be?
I mean, I still love it. I think it's great. If you don't, it's very hard to do this. Because you really have to tour to especially in the metal business. In the pop business, I guess you can release singles, but if you want to get somewhere in the metal business, you really have to tour. And I still love it, but I mean, obviously it's no news anymore. I mean, I've done it, and it gets harder because you have maybe more like family stuff these days. So it's a bit more difficult, but I still really enjoy it. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
On top of continuing to tour, unlike I think a lot of other bands in the scene, Evergrey has been like kind of a machine with a record every 2 years. Like, what's that process to keep churning and going? Is it just like, I don't know, overflowing riffs from Tom, or like, is it just like that's just the process? That's always been?
I think it's because we never really had. I mean, we're a quite successful band, but it's not like we really hit it off big time. We've been going like in a curve, a little bit up all the time. So I think it's. We're still waiting for that big break. So, that's why we still do this.
Yeah. Has streaming, I don't know, helped you kind of find a different audience, or whether maybe it's just being on Napalm Records where you've been able to expand your audience differently or more globally? I
mean, I guess it's really hard to say. To me, it's not that big of a difference, actually. I mean, it's when you're out on the road, when you meet the fans, it's when you really discover who's listening to you for real, and it's been pretty much the same type of people that when I started with them. Maybe they're getting a little bit older, but
yeah.
yeah. But I mean, it's a new musical world that you have to adapt to. So you just have to. I mean, you have to go out more, I guess, on like social media and stuff like that to promote yourself. But I don't know. It's yeah. I mean, we do what we do. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. You are the band you are, and you're just hope to connect with the fans.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up with more old school way of doing it, and I think that's the way we really enjoy doing. Still, we make albums and we tour. You know.
Yeah.
That's being a rock band for us anyway.